Hey guys, key breaking news out of the Renee Good shooting in Minneapolis, and that is the results of a private autopsy conducted by her family, which demonstrates the first two shots were clearly survivable, and it was the third shot that hit in her temple, 9 a.m. to 3 a.m., if you think about it in that orientation, which was fatal. Now, there's also a chance she still could have survived, even with that head wound, given the fact she still had a pulse 8 minutes after the shooting happened when paramedics first arrived on scene. So let me explain this from a trauma, combat casualty care situation in my experience in Ukraine. So first off, when someone is shot in the lungs, you can apply something called the chest seal that is in the infantry first aid kit of every ICE agent. You throw that on there, someone can live for 20 days, 20 hours, sometimes 48 hours. I've seen it happen before. Secondly, the gunshot wound into the arm. That's what you have a tourniquet for. Everybody who's fighting in Ukraine has at least 4 tourniquets on their person. And that is for extremity bleeding. You could have stopped that bleeding. You could have put even combat gauze on it, or what's called an Israeli bandage. All of these things are in the infantry first aid kit on every ICE agent's belt. And the fact that the third shot, the one where he was way off to the side and she's driving away, now it just demonstrates the malice here, as well as what he said after the shooting, as well as the fact he circled the vehicle twice, and as well as the fact that they didn't provide post-shooting medical care, which is a violation of the due process clause and their training. So he violated his use of force training by shooting into a moving car. He violated, the use of force policies that are, predominant in law enforcement these days, by circling her car twice and getting out of his vehicle unnecessarily, holding the phone while he was shooting her. And then, the fact that they just watched her bleed out is disgusting, appalling. And I think there's actually a pretty good case here for murder, not just an unlawful use of force. So we'll see how it plays out, but really very sad and disgusting.